One thing about the turning of the head, make sure that it's really aligned, right? I think I said it before. Sometimes I see a little bit heads moving too loose. So just for a moment, in your body there's all kinds of wheels going like this, or bundling balls. I explained in another seminar. So the head is not turning loose. It's like this wheel, and this wheel is all connected. So this is driven by all the other ton and balls. So for example, if you only turn this one, feel how it feels. Like it's just loosely in space turning, but it's not connected to your body. So make sure it's all connected. This one drives this one, drives this one. And then it stays in the center line. So it's all connected. All these gears in your body are moving together. And when you move to this side, it's not here, so I lose my center line, it's just here. The tandem ball is turning in the center line, connected to the other lines. Just do it slowly, but feel this connected movement. If one part moves, then everything moves. And now one more time, do your head like this and feel how it feels, if you compare it. And this was the last time you ever did it in the class. So now you do it in like this, connected movement. Yeah, and the last one is this one, so don't go this and this. But stay on the center line and with your tongue and ball. Yes, and Peter asked me to do the Tembashira exercise, very important exercise. So most people know it, I guess. It's a huge ball.
Big ball.
Big ball. Big ball. So you're around the tree and you step to the side and then you just walk around the tree like this. In 8 steps you make this circle. So we do it one way and then the other way. So we do it all together. Here we go. Each, eight, some, shit. Op, six, 8, 9, 10, 6, 8.
So I'm lucky because I'm standing up the back. So the first thing I want to say to you is, please tuck your chicken wings in. Yes. The second one, I'm going to steal your analogy because I'm a vegetarian, but please feel like you're well cooked meat. There's a lot of tension here, yeah? So if Martin just move around for me, mate. If he's moving around, his tricep muscles like soft like this the whole time. Yeah? Yeah. So as he's soft everywhere. Nothing hard. It's falling down. Yeah? A lot of people are doing this. Look like a Frankenstein's monster. Yeah? You want to look like I said to the guys in Australia, you know, it feels to me, it feels like a little bit like I'm Barishnikov, you know?
You need the tights with that, honestly.
I'm getting ready for it. Oh yeah, I was going to borrow yours actually. So yeah, so that's really important. So now I want you to do the same exercise, but I want you to pair up and you're going to have somebody at the back of you feeling your tricep muscles. See if they're soft. Especially you, Nico, you look like your tree weighs 4 million tonnes. Yeah, so whoever's with him, keep slapping him in the tricep muscles. And make sure the chicken wings are no chicken wings, okay? So grab a partner. Guys, just look this way for a minute. If you've got a partner, if you've got a partner that's struggling with it, right? Then I'll show you what to do. Take your other arm and wrap it around here, and just say, give me your arm. Give it to me. And take your hand, and with the heel of your palm, do this. Because they don't have hold of their arm, you do. As soon as it's relaxed, then start to push this muscle in, just rub it a little bit, and then now I want you to take your arm back. That's the first. But you have to take the weight of the person's arm off them, yeah, so they give it to you completely relaxed. And rub it a little bit, and then ask them to take the weight of the arm back. Yeah, try that. Hey guys, did you guys experience your arms feeling heavier when you got it right? Yes? Put your hand up, yeah? There's a reason for that. Yeah, if you're doing a technique on somebody, so I'm dropping the weight. Camera. I'm holding my arm, so I've got tension in my shoulder. There. How much heavier is that?
A lot.
Drop your arms on. So when you're doing technique on somebody, and in this stable posture, even he notices that it's a lot heavier, but if you've got the posture tilted a little bit like that, if I've got tension in my arm, and I'm like, oh, now I need to push him, and I relax my arm, because the body isn't stable to hold the weight, just made him fall over as soon as I relaxed. Now you understand the importance of relaxing that point of the body. Because while you have tension there, you'll be pushing the person over. If you've done all of this really, you get the technique, and you come over here and you destabilise the person and they're off balance, and then you have tension here, it's like, I will push. But some of the guys said to me when we were doing that last technique, like, your arm just barely touched me, but it rocketed me into the floor. It's because the arm is falling under its own weight back towards the earth. And even a small tap of that when your body is bent makes the body explode towards the floor. You don't need to put any power into it. It's not like you need to do anything. You're just letting your arms fall like this. Like you're moving yourself again, rather than holding that tension to try to do something to the person. So this is something I really want you guys to work on. And you can stand there and massage each other for hours for all I care. I just want you to get the feeling of the arms falling away. Now you understand why it's really important that you're not holding those arms. Give them to the person entirely. It influences them greatly.
Thinking of an exercise, if we can do it, sometimes I do like this. Our bones are not joined together, right? There's all space, like this bone is just hanging in my body, this bone, all these bones are just loosely hanging in the body. It's connected by tendons and muscles and everything, and fascia. So sometimes you stand like this, I need the structure, but if I collapse the structure, then it's like this, right? But when we do this exercise, sometimes you see, so you're not collapsing the structure, so it's like not only the arm, but the whole body kind of collapses. So if you do it, if you stand up, but don't fall on the floor, you don't, I'm going to fall, so just let it just disappears all of a sudden. You're standing, the only thing you do is you use the structure to stand, and then you just switch that off. You like, so just let it. Yes, good. If you stand up, feel your body now. How does your body feel? Does anybody notice the difference?
More relaxed.
Yeah. More relaxed, yeah. This is really relaxing, like letting go everything. But you need a structure to stand up, and this is essential. Never lose your structure. But in this structure, you just relax optimal. Sometimes we do this exercise to get this experience.
You can influence your center of gravity to influence the person. So if I give my hand, for example, to Pete here, then I give it to him. But I want to increase the weight there. So what I do is the upper part of my body bends slightly. So I've shifted the center of gravity, which influences how much weight is in that arm. But not once did I push through that arm, did I?
Just feel it. But I'm
Now,
with you.
if you lift up, push. The tendency is to do this. Yeah.
Feels perfect. Yeah, so try that with a punch.
There's a couple of things I want to talk about. One of my very favourite images of O Sensei is there's an image of him with Sayotomi Sensei and Julia Managi. And Sayotomi Sensei is about this far off the ground, and the old man is literally just doing this with his hands, and Sayotomi's head's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, if we take our minds to since about 1970, the classical image of Aikido Yuishinkai is scruffing the person's neck, driving them down into the floor, and asking them to come up. But I'm pretty sure that didn't happen in that image. So I've been talking a lot about this in-roku feeling, yeah. But the other sensation that I like to put into my Aikido is this feeling of embracing the person once you've got them in here, not scruffing them. So, I want us to practice something. Narayana Sensei has talked about, just turn around, put your back up on your face. Everybody knows what your face looks like. Yeah, that's right. The spine, around about this point in the spine, if you just gently push it, the person falls forward. Yeah. So, but what we tend to do in Iramanagi is we ignore this and we go, come here. I don't like that at all. So I put my arm on the back of the person here, and I actually touch that point the whole time I'm doing Iramanagi. Firstly, I don't have my arm up here. I never ever have my elbow up here. It's always down, like this. You know, I was talking about Ikkyo yesterday, and I said, never happens. So whenever I come in to enter for Iramanagi, this hand always comes from below to above. Just like that. Actually, I recall there's a video of Sensei teaching in this very building, and he's the exercise he's doing is from memory is you walk towards me. I'm going to walk towards you, and you just keep walking past me. Yeah, just wait. I've got to make distance so I can walk towards you. So walk, and you keep walking. Yeah, yeah. Who's the person? Again. Because that's the direction this tree's going. Come back down. Come back down. Stand here. Opposite. So when I come into here and I'm behind, from here, instead of thinking about around the corner, I think like I'm trying to he knows why I picked him. I'm embracing. This hand is going down and clenching, it's going forward and up, and at the same time it's spiraling. And the reason that it's softened on the back is because once again I'm trying to move the fascia, not clench the muscles. So from here I touch just the side of the head here. From here, and then we're going to go around the corner and up. Is that harsh? Yep. I feel like you're again. Yeah. the crazy old dude with the white beard used to do this a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's why. He's spiraling upwards. Of all the techniques in Aikido, this technique was O-sensei's baby. He was his. He made it. So it didn't come from him. So I want us to practice. It's not even the entry. I just want you to get behind the person here, touch nice and gently, and then from here, the whole body's moving, yeah? So this arm's not trying to twist. Without this part, everything's going together. So from here, everything goes up, and I go up. Yeah, but the body doesn't go up. So I'm trying to stretch my Shimbashira up. Yeah, so when I say everything goes up, don't go like this. Yeah, but the feeling of my ki is spiraling up, 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 up.
As you go up, your body still drops down.
Yeah, you can see it. It's not, I'm not going up with him. So. Soft, very, very. So, embrace your partner. Don't scruff your partner. Yeah, it's like sometimes you're a Minagi. Looks like you know, Greco-Roman wrestling. That first clinch, you know, comes in so it looks like all the time. Get behind the person. I've got him. I almost. Okay.
Sure. It feels like I'm being taken for a trip around you.
Yes.
And suddenly my feet are in front of me and I can't stand anymore.
Yeah. Good. No. Took her down. Okay. So, ball of the foot, ball of the knee, ball of the hip, ball of the shoulders. So when you're grounded here, the ki's travelling up this way in a straight line if you're a nice square, yeah? But if you at this point, and it's really important that you stay knit together, yeah? So this needs to stay tied together. So the shoulder ball and the hip ball, like I said, in the middle, you can't get this leaning back happening. Yeah, it can't separate. So it's got to stay together. Now, if you're able to keep them together, knit together in the middle of the trunk, then what happens is the ki goes up here, and then if you twist your trunk slightly in the opposite direction to where your legs are going, your ki does this, gets confused. Yeah. Starts to spiral. So that's the first thing that's happening. I keep my feet where they are and I rotate, and then I open it a little bit to depending on how much space I need for you to go through, but I try to keep this principle as solid as I possibly can. So I rotate my body a little bit. The second one is along the
Sure, when you move.
Yeah, sure.
Your body, so how does it look like? Oh, that's, yeah.
Show us how you move your body. Okay.
Some music, please.
No, we're not doing that again. I told you I've got the tights. They're in a good colour. They just keep my legs warm. Okay. So, from here, watch your feet, yeah? Now this foot, the other thing that's important is when I'm here, this one turns, comes back. This foot doesn't transition past the centre line of my body. I'm now trapped. My weight just went onto this leg. So here, 1, 2, stays. Twist. Finish.
So you're saying song.
Song.
Yeah.
Thank you. Song.
Can you show the moment when it's still in line and when it starts to rotate?
Yeah, I just want to show you also the feeling's going to change now, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back. Now put your weight on me, mate. Push into me. Okay, resist. I can't get that hip point forward. Because I am double weighted. And I really don't want to be double weighted. It's what I try to do to you. So I'm trapped because I step back and your weight's trapping back. But my anchor foot is forward. So that's why when I turn, I come in and I turn, this foot doesn't transition back. And if it did transition back, before your weight got there, I'd have to come back. So, for example, I need somebody a little bit more supple. But for example, in the pre-war era, they did, but there was a timing element involved in the technique. So then you'd be here. Now watch, I step back, and I come back straight away before his weight gets there. So I don't get caught with my weight on my back foot, I step back and I cut instantly. And that makes it. So the principle is the same. I don't want to get weighted on that back foot. This one is much harsher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very sudden.
Yeah.
It's super compelling. But the principle is sound. Yeah? It's the same principle. I don't want to get weighted on that foot because your weight will trap me there. So I step back and I cut back straight away. Next one is here. Now when I turn forward, now I've started the spiral. Yeah? Because push into my arm for a second. Yeah. And so as I start to release that, I also start to go up. So this upper part of the body starts to float. The lower part of the body is grounding. Yeah, and so as this floats and spirals, you get caught in that feeling, the floating and spiraling feeling. Yeah. It's here. The second
Sometimes
one.
also the legs become empty, then it's no use. You from the hip down, it's all very stable. Yeah.
Pull you down all the time. So even when I do this foot pulls this one back. And I'm holding here in this posture.
That's very true. Yeah.
Back out. The other one isn't so obvious.
So when you spiral, if you get to the end of your flexibility, you will actually be very low.
I get this question a lot.
No, I'm just asking because.
And then, no, I do. I get this question a lot because in my dojo, people always say to me, "You never seem to run out of room." Like they have the same problem. They get stuck at the end of the spiral. And my answer to them is there's two answers. One is you need to practice more. The second one is you're moving yourself. You're not moving the other person. So the moment you go back to trying to pull this person around, you're going to run out of space. Yeah. So you understand the limits within your structure. You know, we said that right at the first class. Yeah. We're trying to understand the limits of the structure. So you move and spiral upwards, but you don't want to have any part of you lock out. Yeah, because that creates tension. So you need to move the spiral and descend before any part of the structure is locked out. But that's up to you. You need to have that awareness of yourself. Yeah? The other thing that is not incredibly obvious to you, who knows what the front deep fascial channel is? Yeah, no. So we're having an anatomy lesson. The fascia of your body, this is really important. So yesterday I was talking about the fascia that runs along the arms and how I influence that when I touch. There's two fascial channels that are really, really important to your body. One is the rear superficial fascial channel, yeah, and that fascia is linked from the soles of your feet all the way up the back of your body in a band that runs Here's my turn around. So it goes from the soles of your feet and it literally runs up the back of your legs, and then in a band it runs up here, yeah, and then it goes up and over your head and it connects at your forehead. So all the way to your toes and then all the way to your forehead in a long band. So Mariana Sensei used to get us to do this in the warm-ups. Who remembers this? Yeah? Do you know why? And then he'd go, oh, touch your toes. And then you do this, and then he'd go, now touch your toes, and you could reach further. You're activating your rear superficial fascial channel. Yeah? You're crunching at the feet there, that activates that channel. Another thing you'll notice if you see people that are really good, have a really good awareness of this in their body, is when they're throwing people, they always pull their chin in, because pulling the chin in tightens the rear superficial fascial channel. Yeah, so it's like putting an iron bar on your back without putting tension into your muscles. So the chin, because it tilts the head forward here, it tightens that channel if you've got ground connection. Everybody's looking at me like, well, you didn't come in for an anatomy lesson. So that's the first one.
Photo on your iPad, you have really clear picture that just explains it all.
Okay. I don't know if we can make it big enough for everybody to see it. Okay. This is your rear superficial back line. This is the one I was just talking about. Funny thing. Yes?
Is that from Anatomy Trains?
Yes. Do you have it?
No, John Sarah's good.
Yeah. If you can get the videos as well, it's helpful. Okay. The other one I was talking about that is really important is this is your deep front channel, and this is why it's important. Okay, have a look at this where it attaches at the side of the head where I'm touching you to do Uranagi. Now have a look where it goes thick in the pelvic area. Yes? It thickens up there. So every single one of you has had the sensation of me touching your head and having your ass go forward. Why? Because I'm touching the superficial fascial channels point of origin at the neck, which is creating tension. You don't need to see it, do you? You're actually a doctor.
Yeah, because fascia doesn't stretch, right? It's like almost like it's
no, and it's a connection all the way down to the ground. But if I scruff your neck, your muscles activate and your fascia goes. That's why I don't scruff you. I touch it. I massage it this way. I'm stretching it out. But as it stretches, because of the thickness in here, as you stretch this, this naturally happens. If I scruff you, I try to make that happen. If I'm subtle about it, stretching to the point of contact on the side of the head makes the thickness in the front deep channel here make you do that.
Okay. Sorry, is that stuff in front of all the little individual bags of goo or behind them?
Huh?
Your organs. Is it?
This is behind your organs.
Front of your ribs behind.
Yeah. No, it actually goes behind your ribs, yeah. And so then it goes down, and it goes this. You know, we were talking the other day about pulling up your perineum.
Yeah.
It's because it tightens this. So from the calf muscles, yeah, it goes to the inside of the thigh, and it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I was doing these movements, something to do with that as well. But this is, for me, this is the function of Uranagi. If you get it right and relaxed, yeah, I'm utilising your internal structure against you. I know, I'm a nice guy. You can sing again, mate. So when you understand that the way that structure looks, you realise how important it is that you don't scruff people or grab hold of them really hard in Aikido. Because you're using those body connections in yourself and you're using the body connections that they've got against it. Yeah? terrible person, aren't I? Come here. So once again, come to here. This is where it connects. I stretch it up and I'm twisting at the same time. Now watch this part of his body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Now we'll take an anatomy lesson and everybody's told, get up and try it. Yeah? Stand over here. Right? I want you to feel this, right? See, hold. Everything's moving. Watch. This, everything. And it's like it's in that ether. So not one part is left behind. Now I'm still seeing it looks quite disjointed. You can see if I start to move this, right? And this is really important. Everything's going. Yeah. So you don't need to do the turning and lifting fast. You just need to move like you're in that ether and make sure that all of your parts are moving with it. Yeah. All of your parts are moving. So then it becomes light. It's like a game. I told you we're going to do Barishnikov. So, now we're going to get into groups. 4 people, 3 attackers. Please enjoy your dance tonight. Yesterday we were having a conversation about algebra. Yeah, so that's when I walk out the door of maths class. You know, you're 1 + 2 + 3, and somebody comes in and says, no, put X and Y and Z there. And I went, bye bye. But this man, that's his language. So, what you're learning when we do this, just take my hand. 1, A, B, C, D, E, F, blah, 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 yeah? So, basics, 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is, the reason that we have X + Y = Z is because the universe is in a state of chaos, or a state of flux. So sometimes 1 + 2 + 3 just doesn't cut it for explaining what's happening. And guess what? The same thing happens on the mat. So, I was talking to Martijn about this. And you would have seen me do it, if I'm at distance and this person passes me at distance, it's hard for me to go without using strength. Yeah? Scruff the person. Okay, come back here. I need to do 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 4. But x plus y equals z. So first x is, I need to touch and activate that channel, yeah, or stretch that channel. Y is the weight of my arm falling under gravity. And Z is you becoming a black hole. Yes? So as it goes past me here, I touch this, there it is. They are the two principles. It's just that I don't want to scruff him. So we're here, and I go here, touch. When the distance becomes close again, and I go, and the distance becomes far again, I go. Yes? So sometimes I have to do algebra, and sometimes I get to do 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 4. Yes? So I would say to you, at some time when you start to not be so trapped by a technique, that you can start to see the universe, yes? And the necessity for x plus y equals z, yes? Because when you're a child, all you're worried about is how many lollies you get, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't need to care about how the moon orbits the earth, do they? Yeah, so when you're first learning this stuff, you don't need to worry about this, but we also need to be able to transcend it. Yeah, otherwise, all we do is get better at counting really quickly. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can't count quickly without creating tension. Try it as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then try to do it relaxed. I bet you can't. So speed isn't the answer. X plus y equals z. Yeah? So putting the two principles, that the causality together, creates an outcome. Yes? So when we go back to the groups, I want you to think about that sometimes, you know? If you ever feel that you're going to scruff the person, if you can't do that, just let them go past. Don't have enough ego that makes you compromise those principles to get the technique out and forces you to have really bad habits. Yeah? So it doesn't matter. Let it go. We go again. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah?
For this moment.
For this moment. That's good. That's a really good answer. Because it changes all the time. But we need to free your mind a little bit. Yes? And see, be able to discern what is hidden. Yeah, that's actually one of the Keiichi Hogan's secrets of techniques. Right down the bottom, you know. After the small, great is larger than the universe, small enters the tiniest particle. And then that's the next one, yeah. So, discern what is hidden. That's really important. So once you discern what is hidden, you can use that as part of the training. You know, Martin was talking about at the very first session about trying to go to this no form. Yeah, from being so rigidly structured to just setting yourself free from it. So what I'm saying to you is, if you look for the patterns and you're just moving yourself. So if I scruff Tony, I'm not obeying his line of key either. Yeah, like his line, it needs to be followed. Yeah, I'm not trying to influence him. It's not like, you know, he's here and he comes towards me and I go, come here, mate. Look at this beautiful sunset. Now, all the men in the room, yeah, try to imagine when you went on your first date and you grabbed your girlfriend. If you're married to her now, do you think you would be?
Back to the Stone Age.
Club. I think we've gone past that stage just a little bit, Stefan.
Sorry.
So, yeah, we're coming back to that, yeah. This is still embracing, yeah? It's not harsh. Does that look like a much more pleasant way to do it again? All right. More playtime. We were talking, you know, in Roku, yeah, the word of attraction that we talked about right at the beginning. You know, this force we were talking about, but it also means gravity. And so I was saying to Martine that between the two of us, as two physical human beings, the feeling of energy that we both understand that is a common denominator between the two of us is gravity. Yeah? I can't fly, he can't fly. We are trapped by that force. So you can explain that.
Yeah, well, first we were looking at, I'm used to be like very soft. If I lay my arm here, then it's too soft. There's no gravity working here, so this is very soft. So I just fall under gravity, and he's under gravity. So now, if he is his own universe and I'm my own universe, then nothing will happen. But if he wants to attack me, he comes towards me, and we both under gravity, this will happen. So it's maybe invisible, but this is this is very important. So again, if I try to explain, I'm used to like this soft key touch. It's like really soft, but nothing's happening. The gravity is not here. It's like giving the arm feeling. Right? Do you remember? It would be best if you really try it. It's better.
We're going to try it in a minute.
So here, drop it, but my whole weight is dropping on this song. I don't know who said it, but someone talks about song. But he is keeping his universe. He's not attacking me, so we have no fight. There's nothing possible. The only way that we can do Aikido is when he starts to attack me. He loses it, then naturally it already happens. I'm doing nothing. I just stay the universe. Like he says, the inner Rokyu feeling is this. It's just
Sensei said this. He said, I am the universe. Yeah. When somebody intends to attack me, they break their universe. They break the principles of the universe. Literally. That's why he's got victory already.
Yeah. So again, if I put it soft here, with this wrong soft key touch, and he loses universe, he attacks me. Right? So it's too soft. So I'm really under gravity and he's under gravity. When he starts to attack me, this gravity will do it. Right? And so Okujima Sensei said, it's interesting, there's this small movement, like if he's stable and I'm stable, nothing's happening, but I want to be stable, so I get his universe, so it's a little movement. But if he stays his universe, so we were keeping his universe, like it doesn't happen. But if I lose it, then I go here. You see this small movement? Just this small movement, like he's got it now, he's got the lead in the technique. Right? So when you decide to attack, you lose. It's not like you attack, the result is you lose. No, the attack is the losing in itself, so there's no time or space in between.
So the whole point of the whole point I've been trying to get across this weekend is you are the universe. The common denominator between all of you is gravity as a force. Yes?
I see them all flying now. They're all under gravity, yes.
So have a go at this feeling, yeah? So the two of you stay like completely stable universes and then try to move each other. You won't be able to. And then the one person choose, you have the intent. Just the moment that you think And I'm not joking, it happens as soon as I go, I'm going to kill that guy. Literally. And then straight away he starts to draw me in. Have a go, because you all look confused, but it's actually going to happen. Get up and feel it for yourself. Did everybody feel that?
I don't think everybody at just someone like really questioning. So
Well, there's something for you to play with at lunchtime.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's really important. And when I was doing it with say for example Tony, just come here for a second, man. So one of the important things is this, and I think a lot of people still aren't getting this, right? His arm is there, my arm is there, drop your arm away. My arm's just falling under gravity, yeah? So there's not also the tension in the shoulder that's holding my arm, drop away, like that. It has to be completely given. So gravity, yeah, there we go. Yeah? So that makes the connection. Now, here's his universe, I'm my universe. I have no intention to do anything to him, I'm staying here.
And his mind moved. Yeah.
As soon as his mind, oh, since he said it.
I even think about Peter, my energy goes there. I feel my energy goes in, and I'm not anymore my own space. I just lose it. Poof, magic.
Ja, magic bijna.
Yeah, but the good thing is this is what it's about. But normally you think I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna cut you, I'm gonna punch you, and this is really a huge way of the mind is moving.
Even I don't even think about attacking him. I only think that Peter, and I see his face, and it's.
Thank you. But yeah, it's really hard because we come here and it's all physical and rumpy bumpy and bang bang crash and whatever else. But O-sensei didn't really leave that as a gift for us. It was something greater than that. And if we just get on the mat and stand out the front and go, well, bloody, 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 human, bloody, and then an entourage follows you out the door and follows you back in. But there's no practicality in the ability to feel what I think they were saying and to try to understand it even a little bit. Then that's just all bullshit, literally. Yeah, that's the Australian coming out in me.
Can I say something I'm not thinking
Yeah,
about?
sure, mate.
About Uke. I do the same as Uke. I realize that I'm stronger. If I hold you, I'm the universe. When I attack, I'm the universe. But then I allow him to do it. I get this, so I allow him, but I stay in this state. I'm never like feeling, so, okay, now you're gonna do something. If you feel me, it's like that. Even if I attack you, I allow it to happen. My mind is moving so he can practice. So I allow this consciously to happen. Now I realize it more and more. But never in my mind I think like, I'm really gonna. You see different energy also in him. So what do I practice with him then? So it's Uke and Nagel who play with this principle.
Mhm.
It's my feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important that you understand that. So you know, if you were attacked, we're trying to train to have that mind all the time.
And one allows it to happen, so the other one can practice to be the universe, to remain the universe. And then switch it again and again, so we improve our universe experience. Sounds like Aikido.
Sounds like it. Okay, I've had another request. So this is going to be a little bit more geeky. Unfortunately.
Tommy thinks, yes, I can do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He was set up by his good mate Eric the Viking.
Yeah.
So again, it's Katate Tori. Yeah. There's a couple of things I want to explain. Mariama Sensei does this this really silly thing. Yeah. So where the attacker's coming, if you come towards me, and he does this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've seen that one?
Yeah, the cat.
So we're going to have a bit of a play with being a bit touchy-feely. So this is another. I'll do it slowly so you can see the embrace. Eric. Come over here.
Eric, why are you Eric?
I'm allowing him in my universe.
Oh no. My question is, why do you run in a brick wall? So do it differently. Be more.
I like to feel it. I want to know what's happening.
How many times do you need a punch to feel it?
I'm an old man, I need it a couple of times.
Try it. Try another thing. Try from this sensitivity again. Do it again. Like connect to him. Connect to him. You can do it faster, but stay connected. Ah, it's better for my eyes. Thank you.
So if we start here, yeah. So this hand angles towards my body, yeah. So one of the things that I do, I play with this easily. Hold. I give you tension. Take all the tension out of my hand. And that hand will just hit my chest. Move forward at the same time. Takes up the space. Yeah. Then this hand, I put on the arm here because I need to check that elbow. A lot of people, when they do direct irony, they don't bother checking that elbow. They just try to reach across, so that elbow can get you. So I check that elbow, then I go at this angle across the body. So you can do it slowly and just literally walk up the person, yeah? So 1, 2, 3. When you get to here, don't push, just 1, 2, 3, zoom, zoom. So even when we're doing it fast, I was just getting off the line, putting my arm out, and then zoom, and he's going crash, bang, because he feels gravity, literally feels gravity. Yeah? So it's thanks, mate. You can take the camera off Thomas and take him out. See, this seems to be a Danish party. I don't know what it was. Can you do this, please?
Yeah. Hit me, please. One more time.
He's faster now.
Okay, have a play. So we start again 2:30 then.